What's your name? What'd you do?
My name's Bryan. I got first play with Dinos today.
Good stuff. We're here at Dragon's Lair, and this deck profile has been a long time coming. He's been destroying locals with this deck for pretty much months now, or more than months. Fucking.
Yeah, this is my favorite deck. I think this is the deck I know the most, like, in and out, if I had to say.
Yeah, I would say so too.
So, for the monsters, you want to play 3 OV. This is the best starter in the deck. You normal him, add whatever missing piece you have, because this is like a 2-piece combo deck, so you generally, like, he can add any dino, so you just add, like, Baby or Misk or really whatever you're missing off of it. And then his second effect comes up, like, pretty much every game to target a level 4 lower dino on the field to revive one from grave. It's really strong. Just definitely want to max out on that.
Yeah.
So then, the one Misk, this card deserves to be at 3. I know everybody says it does it. This card's awesome. Yeah, so this card though, if you have it, if you're able to search off a Fossil Dig or get it off of Oviraptor, if you can resolve Misk, I think there's a good chance that you can win the game. I think that you could break any board if you can get Misk to resolve, because you basically just get to play through your whole turn without your opponent interacting with you, because there's not a whole lot they can do to do it. So this card is, you definitely want to play it. It's super strong, and it's definitely going to win games on its own. For the baby lineup, I played 2 Baby Ceratosaurus, 1 Petite. I've thought about bumping up Baby to 3,
Wow,
but I think
I almost thought 3 was standard.
So the reason why it's not is because it doesn't do anything on its own. So you want to draw it with like an Arch or a Misk or something like that to pop it. So like it's really bricky on its own. But like
I saw you. I remember against Tyler it was OV. I mean it was Lost World Baby, and you made a crazy board with that.
Lost World plus Baby is full combo, only if you're going second though, because you need to be able to declare attack. Okay. Then you attack it to the token, summon OV, and then you can go off. So yeah, it's not really great to like draw all the time, so that's why like this is good. And then you play 1 Petite because it's level 4 hires, but Petite's strictly worse because it's level 4 hires, so you can't summon other babies, and also the monster can't attack the turn you do it. But you do this so you can summon like Pankertops, or so you can leave 1 baby in the deck for like follow up. But I like this ratio. I thought about bumping it up to 3 babies, but I like it the way it is. 2 Arch. You only play 2 because it's not as good as normal as like Ovi, because Ovi's like got more utility. And then you only play 2 because it's searchable. So you can search off of Fossil Dig, and then you can search it off of like Oviraptor or whatever you need. You would never really do that, but it's one of the things you mainly want to special it off of Misk if you can. That's definitely the best way to do it. But it's not a terrible normal. I think 2 is good. 2 Conductor. I've thought about bumping this card to 3. I love this card. This is my favorite boss monster. But it's just too cloggy at 3 from my experience. But I think 2 comes up like enough. It's definitely the best boss monster. It gets over just about anything. Being 3,500, being able to flip all monsters face down. It comes up like a lot. There's a lot of decks that just like, if they see this card and you can flip the monsters at the right time, that they can't really do anything because they can't link or synchro or do anything with it. For the utility, 1 Giant Rex, he's awesome. You just banish him for like Pill or Conductor or really anything, and you get to bring him back and he's a beater. But he's just really good to climb into rank 4s. 1 Pankertops because he's at 1. This is super good at breaking boards. If you can, when you're going second, and then you special it, and then you can just start swinging over stuff like Appaloosa or Winda or whatever you need to. He's also really good because you can pop the Lost World tokens, and then you can actually go like full combo pretty much if you can do that, because it doesn't use up your normal. And then the other thing about it too is that he's way better in control matchups versus like back row decks like Sky Striker, Eldritch, and whatnot over Conductor, because this is gonna pop like back row, and Conductor doesn't really handle that well. So that's pretty much it for the dinos. And then for the hand trap lineup, I went with 3 Ash, and then I think the best hand trap you can run in this deck is Gamma. I like Ash because it's generic. It's pretty much going to be live versus most decks, and then I go into my side deck when I need to grab something more impactful. And then Gamma's really good because if you start your turn with like going to Misk, and then you want to special it, and then they go Ash or Skullmeister or whatever, then you can go ahead and chain Gamma to stop it. It's also just a really powerful card going second because it negates and destroys, unlike stuff like Effect Veiler and Imperm. And then the 2 Destiny Heroes, this is something I actually tried out for today, and I really like it for the Phoenix Enforcer. And also the draw 2 came up like quite a bit. I haven't really used Asher's effect too much, but I know it's definitely going to be super relevant for specialing something like Oviraptor or whatnot, because the deck struggles if you can stop the normal summon. For the spell lineup, this card's actually like super broken. Like if there was another card that would get hit like in Dinos, I could see Lost World. Lost World is another card where if you can establish, it's really like easy to break boards because they can't target anything except tokens. So once you get this going, you're free from Imperm, you're free from Valor, you're free from Gamma, and then stuff even going second just kind of shuts off like Evenly Matched and Lightning Storm. So this card is super good. I like Terraforming because I like seeing this because OV Raptor plus Lost World's full combo. So I really want to see this card in my hand if I can. If you draw multiples, it sucks. It's not really great, but like just seeing one is really good on its own. And then the 500 debuff is like super relevant. You can swing over a lot with it. 3 Fossil Dig. This card is super standard. Search basically any Dino in your deck besides like Pankratops and UTC. You'd use this to search your missing piece. So you search Misk, you search a baby, or you search Rovi. 2 pill. You only need to because it's searchable off of Arch. And this card's super good, especially just like you get to banish whatever like fodder or hand traps you used the previous turn, and then summon like your UTC on follow up. It's basically just a way to get to your boss monster if you don't have access to OV, like on follow ups. This card's super strong for consistency for obvious reasons, but like I said, this card's like it helps you get to like your second card because basically this deck needs like 2 cards to start, so like OV and a baby, Misk and a baby, something like that. So Product Prosperity helps you dig for it. Definitely super recommended. Talents is a card that I feel like iffy on. I like it when it goes off, but like when it's dead, it's dead. It doesn't do anything in your hand. But like when it goes off, it's really well. It helps break boards. It's really good versus like Sword Soul right now, taking one of their monsters like their floor. I like it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it in the future, but it's in there for right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, would you ever play 2 just so you don't see multiples as much? Or?
I feel like I like playing it through, but like maybe there's like a case to be made for like 2. I took out crossouts today, and I put these in.
Funny, both you and Grant took out crossouts.
It was like a
decks
test
together.
Yeah, it was like I wanted to see like how this performed. I had a lot of theories about this. I think one of the biggest things that Dino struggle is the grind game. So I wanted to try out the Phoenix Enforcer like package, and it performed super well today. If my turn got stopped midway, I could activate this. I can make Verte on my final board, and this is a lot stronger than ending on something like a Lambda. So, and just like Phoenix Enforcer put in a lot of work today. I think Phoenix Enforcer helps one of the like struggles of this deck, which is grind game, because Misk being at 1 means you don't have it for follow-up. So Phoenix Enforcer reoccurring itself every turn is good. And something special about Phoenix Enforcer in this deck is you get to pop the babies, and you get their effects off. And then you could also pop the Lost World token and get the Protected with Lost World. So,
that is nice synergy.
Yeah, so there's a level of synergy to it that I really liked. And then the 1 Call by the Grave. You just play it just to play around hand traps. Self-explanatory. The deck's, I think, 41 cards. I might find a way to get it to 40, but it wasn't a big concern. So, true. For the extra deck, pretty standard. 1 Dolka, probably one of the best, if not the best, like monster in the extra deck to detach 1 monster negate, not once per chain, not once per turn. Logia, super good versus like control decks, or just like this helps you stop talents because you lose to talents. If they take your UTC, they just clear your whole board. So I'll make this one. I'm not feeling confident against that, but I'm confident with like my other stuff like the UTC. Dweller, it's a blowout for certain matchups. Certain matchups just see a Dweller and then just like it's really devastating, like Phantom Knights. Dugaris, I don't know if I want to cut this. It's not that I want to cut this, but I want to make room for Omega. This card is super good when it goes off because you get to double the attack of the UTC and it goes to 7,000, and then you can make that under a Pentastag and you basically swing for game. I like this card, but it might be one of the first to go in the future, like looking for room for like Omega. Tornado Dragon, generic. You just you get to pop like any problematic spells or traps. This package I've actually been trying, and I actually really like it. The Exciton Knight Zeus. So basically, you make Exciton Knight 2 rank 4s, you blow up the field, then you're left with 2 mats. Attack directly, you deal no damage because Exciton Knight's effect, and then you overlay Zeus. So then you have like, you blow up their whole board, and basically in the main phase, and then you go into the battle phase swing, main phase 2, make this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw you resolve Exciton Knight twice against Fund.
Yeah.
I've never seen you resolve twice like that.
So I was under D-Shifter, and then I went normal OV, send Giant Rex to banish, and then I got its effect special. And then I made this, blew up the Flunder board, and then like went into battle phase, and I got to do it again. So, and I had to do it in defense because of the M-Pen. But I've been really liking this. It's come in clutch a lot, and it was like an idea I had. So I'm glad that it's been like playing well. I don't think I would remove that anytime soon, but it's something that if I needed to make room, that might go. The Link ones, Link Karibo Secure Gardena. You do this when you're like you don't have like a great field, but you want to resolve pill. So you make Link Karibo, and then you send the Link Karibo to the grave and summon Secure Gardena, and that by itself is just like a 1-card pill because the Animadorn. Then for the Link 2s, the Verte for the Fusion Destiny. I've been really liking this like on my end boards now. Pentastag to make the UTC do piercing. Lambda, you basically go into this if you don't go into this, so you can have like a live Gamma. And then Cerberus Unicorn. Cerberus is cool because you can pop Lost World tokens with it. It hasn't come up too often for me, so I could see this being like a Phoenix. And then Unicorn is just super generic removal. And then obviously the Phoenix Enforcer. It just came in like super clutch today. I was very happy I played with it. But yeah, I'd say in the future, if I were to make any changes to the extra deck, I would want to put in an Omega. And I would also potentially want to put in Dagda, so then I could play the Scythe engine. And then if I draw Fusion Destiny, then I can summon it. And then the Phoenix Enforcer could pop it. Or Tornado Dragon could pop the Scythe, which I did when I played Scraps. For the side, I don't know if I'd say there's makeshift, but there definitely could be some improvements. Droll, I think Droll is really good when it goes off versus a couple decks right now. It's like one of the things that I think needs to be in the side, just because it's a blowout, especially versus something like Drytron, versus like certain starters. If they start with something like a Prosperity, this could be really good. Nibiru is probably one of the most underperforming things I've had lately, so I feel like this might go, so I can play something like Veil or Imperm, because I don't have that in either the main or the side. This is easily the MVP of tonight, though. Lancia. I Lancia'd a Call by the Grave in my final match for Zeros. I Lancia'd a Phanonite player, and I Lancia'd Sword Soul like twice. So it's a 10-y build.
Dude, and the Lancia Gamma play where you left yours.
So if you Lancia while you have Gamma on board, this lasts until the end of the turn, so your Cypherings won't banish, so you get to keep them for next turn. So that's why I want to keep it for something like, I want to put like Omega in the deck so I can really utilize that. But it's a really like cool interaction. I play 1 Harpies and 2 Cyclone for back row decks. I like the quick play aspect of Cyclone, but I like the blowout of like Harpies, so I like this ratio for this. I tried this today. It didn't come up at all. It almost came up in the final game because we're going to draw it, but Ice Dragon's Prison. I think there's an idea behind it for like Sword Soul, where you can like special one of the worms and then like banish like their Synchro. It's just like, I thought about it. I didn't get to like resolve it today, so I don't know how well it performed, but that's definitely my flex spot. I like at least like 1 set of traps for going first. So I like Judgment, Strike, a Point of the Red Lotus I even tried, but I guess I can't really comment on that because it didn't come up today.
All right, sounds good. Any shout-outs?
Let's see. Shout-outs to Grant and Cohen, the Chromies. And
Cohen's not here.
Shout out to my Team Unbreakable for sponsoring me with the cards, allowing me to play at locals.
Let's go Unbreakable. All right. Good stuff, man.